What is going on, guys? Slickby here, and I'm a little excited right now. So let me tell you a little bit about my day, and then I'm going to explain what you're watching and why you're watching it on this channel. So what happened was I slept until around 10:40. I get woken up by a call. It's my boss from the coffee shop that I work at. Oh, blah blah. You're supposed to come in today. Blah, blah. I was like, what? Before I was supposed to work Tuesday and Thursday. I misread a text that she sent me. She asked me if I wanted Tuesday off. And she said, I can give you both weekends if you want. And I said, yeah, sure. I like to work. I really do like working at this coffee shop. It's fun. You get social interaction, get free coffee. It's a win-win-win-win-win. So I'm like, yeah, I'll work both weekends. So I thought that working both days on the weekend, since I was offered, I got off Tuesday and Thursday. Well, that wasn't the case. So I had to rush into work today. It's like a 5-minute drive, tops, maybe 3 minutes. So it's no biggie. But what that did was I worked until 3. So it's currently 3:40 right now when I'm recording this. I was going to do a lot of my videos today and get on with recording for tomorrow and stuff like that. So I didn't end up getting the chance to do that. I'm recording pretty late. I plan to do this video, though, today. And now what this is the TA-152, my favorite plane in War Thunder, being put on my main channel again. Now, don't think this is going to happen a lot, if anymore, but I just thought it'd be appropriate. I felt like playing the TA last night, and I was like, well, I'm listening to music. I might as well just mute my mic, listen to some music, and play the TA. And this is the first game I got. I thought I had some pretty epic kills in it. And I mean, it was like this plane fits me like a glove. I missed it. But yeah, it's appropriate that I put it on this channel because this is the diehard fans that are still at this channel from when it was in its War Thunder days will understand how much this plane means to me. I just absolutely adore this thing. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit about me flying the TA-152. Now, this is the H variant with the very long wings. Now, I don't consider the C good at all. It has really good firepower, but the rudder, I don't know if it's still broken. I'll have to fly it again, but it was broken last time I flew it, and it did not fly like this at all, which is pretty upsetting. On top of that, the H has just characteristics that are a little bit different from the normal Focke-Wulf D series. It has longer wings. I believe the tail is brought out a little bit longer, and it has a bigger engine. Now, this thing is supposed to be equipped with a 3-stage supercharger. It doesn't really work the way it should in-game, at least in my opinion and from what I think. Now, obviously, I wasn't a World War II pilot. I didn't fly the Focke-Wulf for the TA-152, so I don't know. Somebody commented and gave me bad rep or gave me attitude or something because, like, oh, you YouTubers talk about how good these planes are supposed to be. Well, I mean, when a plane is nicknamed the Butcher Bird from the Allies, I'm just going to assume that it was a good plane. A lot of books that I've read said it was one of the best aircraft, if not the best propeller-driven aircraft of the war, the Focke-Wulf series. Now, the TA-152, I'm pretty sure, this is just off the top of my head, there was about 100 made, I believe. 300 or 100, one of those two. They were used very, very late in the war to defend Berlin, hence the camo is the Berlin camo in-game. And these things were pretty damn effective, to my understanding. I think they shot down quite a few planes, and I think only a couple of them were killed. Now, I know there is one that is in pieces left in the Smithsonian, I believe. It's in the Restoration Hall, and I think that's it for this plane. I think all the other ones are gone, which is really, really sad to me. It's just, look at it. It looks so, it's almost like that spy plane. What's the spy plane that we used? The Y-2, I believe, during the Cold War, before the Blackbird, you know, with the very long wings. It almost looks like that. It's like Skeletor. Now, if you don't know, this plane is a Tier 4 German propeller-driven aircraft. It's the last one you get before the Horton, possibly? I think it's the Horton. Horton or the ME-1 or the HE-163 or 162. One of those planes. But after it comes the jets. Now, it has 130 in the nose. I believe it's a Mark 103 and 220s in the wing roots. My configuration for this game is air targets in the 20s. I love air targets for the 20s. I think it's the best ammo type. And I use night in the 30s. Because not only is night like my favorite, it has one tracer round at the end of 3 shots. So every 4 shots, there's one tracer at the end. Now, what this does is when you're shooting at enemies, this guy even says it in-game. You think that the shells are going so much slower than they actually are because they're only seeing one tracer every 4 shots. So you can actually catch people off guard. They're like, oh, wow, here's one shot coming in, and then you can get hit with the other three. So, I mean, it's just a little bit of a game changer, kind of like stealth. You don't really know when the enemies are shooting. It throws people off a little bit. Now, this plane has really good turn at high speeds. It can get up to very high speeds in a dive. And it's pretty good, I would say. The climb rate is not as good as it's supposed to be. Let's talk about the supercharger for a little bit. So it was a 3-stage supercharger. I'm pretty sure it was like a normal supercharger, then went to like nitrogen or something like that, some type of different gas when it got to higher altitude. This thing, apparently, it used to be able to do it. I don't know if it can anymore. It used to be able to go 700 kph in a straight line at 10K, which is unbelievable. It's a really good high-altitude fighter, and that's what it was made for. It has the long wings. It was supposed to be a high-altitude fighter. The Dora was supposed to be the mid-altitude fighter, and obviously the A-series and stuff like that are lower-altitude fighters. I just said fighter like 5 times. So here, I'm just trying to get as much altitude as I can to fight these space fires. Space fires are a little tricky. They can outturn you when you're at low speeds, but you can almost outturn them at high speeds. This guy was, he's typed in chat, said something about me outspeeding him or outturning him. Now, he had no airspeed, so he wasn't able to turn at all. You can see I'm going to jump this Spitfire first because he's diving in front of me. Do I hit good shots on him? I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. But we'll just watch the clip. So I'm going to dive on this Spitfire. It's a little choppy for me too, by the way. I don't know why. It's just Sony Vegas does this to me. So I decided to dive on him, try to get some good shots. And I don't know if I hit him here. Nope. I hit him and I overshoot, which is a problem. And we're in G-lock right now. So I decided to just continue going down, make sure that he can't catch me. And when I find out that he can't catch me, I'm going to gain some more altitude. Get ready to flip my plane around. Now, what this is called is bouncing. I'm doing Immelmans right now. Immelman is a maneuver where you change direction of your plane by going vertical and flipping the plane around when you hit your peak. That's probably really bad for some of you new players. You still have no idea what I'm talking about. But what I did there, that change of direction, was an Immelman. Now, I'm just trying to keep him in front of me, get shots on him. I think I sparked him there. And I'm not going to continue him in the turn because I see that there's a P-51 on me. So for the P-51, I obviously pull off, make sure I'm still diving, and that he's not going to catch me. And I think he's still following me here, so I just go into a slight climb, knowing that I have more airspeed, and we'll just see what happens from there. And I have a teammate who comes in to try to catch the bait on the spit. Now, they're both looking at me, and now that our 109 jumped him, he's not looking at me anymore. The P-51, I think, is going to turn around. So instead of doing an Immelman, which is going to kill my speed, right, I'm going to do a split S. So I flip the plane over. This is the opposite of an Immelman. Split the plane down, do a split S to change direction, but gain speed or keep speed. And I see that the P-51 doesn't want to chase me in that. So I pop up, seeing how far the Spitfire is. I'm going to pop up and take some shots on the P-51, and I end up killing him here, set him on fire. And then I immediately know the Spitfire is going to come after me, so I flip the plane over and try to find him as fast as possible. Now, that could have got me killed easily, but it didn't. And the Spitfire is going to do some rolling scissors with me. Now, I'm pretty low speed right now, so I cut throttle. I do tell him that I was really fast because I thought that's what happened, but I was wrong. I wasn't going fast at this time. I ended up just out-turning him because he was not turning. He complained about how the Spitfire wasn't out-turning me, but he didn't follow through with the turn. You see how he stops? So he stops, and then he turns, and then he stops, and then he turns, and then he stops, and he turns, and he just keeps me on his tail. If he committed to one turn, I wouldn't have been able to get him there. But he didn't. Now, the whole argument inside was he was like, I didn't know the TA could turn that fast, blah, blah, blah. And I said that over 600 it can because I thought I was going fast, but I wasn't at the time. So he was right in the speed department. I'm just clarifying because some people are going to comment like, oh, Slick, you were wrong when you were talking to that dude. I was wrong, but excuse that. So that was just a quick little engagement in the TA and how to handle yourself with energy fighters. You want to get the altitude. You need to be very patient with these things. Most German players are pretty patient, but if you're looking to get into the German tree, it's a little different from other nations. You know, you can't just turn and expect to kill everybody. They're good at head-ons, they have good guns, and they're very fast. And that's pretty much goes for all of the fighters in the German tree. Now what's left is an F-82. I'm not going to bore you guys any longer. I chase after him. He lands on the airfield. I get shot down by AA. That's the second part I want to talk about is AA. Right now, so this dude got one kill, and then he went after AI in the F-82. He killed a bomber and went after AI. He goes and lands, and then he ends up killing two of us, the AA. I don't know if we won this game because I J'd out. I was a little pissed. But let's talk about AA for a second. I don't think the base AA should be as strong as it is. It kills almost one shot, right? Which is great for protecting people who are trying to reload and stuff like that. But there's no way this dude was empty. That plane carries so much ammo. He just went back to land to get us killed, which is kind of annoying because you take away the skill at that point. You know, you're just pushing it off onto an AI to get the kills. And that's the same thing for a lot of people. Now, it's different when you're not in a fighter. And I guess the F-82, can it really fight a TA or a Focke-Wulf and stuff? No, probably not. But still, at the end of the day, it's very fast. I wish he tried to fight us instead of landing. Maybe he was out of ammo. I don't know. But the AA, it either works with you or it works against you. It's never like a common ground. You know, it's never, oh, I'm happy the AA's in the game like that. I'm happy the AA shot me down in this situation. You're either pissed about it or you love it because it saved your ass. So what do you guys think about AA? Leave a comment down below. Now, if you're still watching this video, thank you very much. You enjoy War Thunder content. If you're not subscribed, you should go check out my second channel. It's dedicated solely to War Thunder. All I do is post War Thunder commentaries every day. I do request series. I do challenges. I do a little bit of I'm going to get into more tactical stuff, teaching you guys how to fly and how I defensive fly, what I do. And then I do a little bit of reviews. So, yeah, go check that out if you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It feels good to be posting a War Thunder game on this channel again. It's pretty interesting, but this was a fun game I had. I love the TA. Shout out to all my TA flyers out there. Billington, you know who you are. This dude's got like so many kills in the TA. But that's enough spiel for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to have more Rainbow Six and stuff like that coming soon. Peace.